Hello and welcome to this Dutch for Tourists video. In this video I will be covering basic sentences you may use at a restaurant in the Netherlands or Belgium. This video is part of Learn Dutch on YouTube, where I basically teach Dutch. However, if you are a tourist to the Netherlands or Belgium or you want to learn some basics, this video is the perfect way to start. I will give you real-life examples you can use at a restaurant, which you may want to use to impress your friends or the waiter. I mean, we are a country where most people speak English, so it's not really necessary for you to speak Dutch. However, I'm sure they will really admire you for knowing these sentences. So without further ado, let's start. When you are entering a restaurant, you may want to say good day or hello. Well, it's quite easy. In Dutch we say goedemiddag for good afternoon, goedemiddag, or just basically hello. Hello. It is not rude, it's fine for a restaurant. Hallo, goedemiddag. You can use both. Goedenavond if you want to say good evening. Goedenavond. But goedemiddag, goedendag, both is fine. Then you want to ask a table. Which if you are alone you may say mag ik een tafel voor één? Mag ik een tafel voor één? Mag ik een tafel voor één? If you are with more persons, you may want to say this. If you are with two, mag ik een tafel voor twee? Mag ik een tafel voor twee? If you are with three persons, you may say mag ik een tafel voor drie? Mag ik een tafel voor drie? If you're with four persons, you may say mag ik een tafel voor vier? Mag ik een tafel voor vier? If you're with five persons, you may say mag ik een tafel voor vijf? Quite easy. Five. Basically the same. Mag ik een tafel voor zes? If you're with six persons. And if you're with seven, it's zeven. If you're with with eight, it's acht. And with nine, it's negen. And if you're with 10 persons, you can say 10. So to repeat: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you've learned 1 to 10 in Dutch, so that's also really nice to show off. Maybe if you want to do it a bit rapid, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Anyway, mag ik een tafel? Can I have a table for 1, 2, etc. Then the waiter may ask, heeft u gereserveerd? Did you reserve a table? Heeft u gereserveerd? And then you can say, ja, yes, ik heb gereserveerd. I have reserved a table. Ik heb gereserveerd. If you didn't, most of the time it's not a problem, depends on the restaurant. You can say, ik heb niet gereserveerd. I did not. Ik heb niet gereserveerd. It may look like a complicated word, gereserveerd, but it's okay. Ik heb niet gereserveerd. 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 And then you may ask for the menu. You can say, heeft u de menukaart? Heeft u de menukaart? Do you have the menu? So to repeat, goedemiddag for entering a restaurant, or just easy, hallo, hallo. It's perfect Dutch. Then you may say mag ik een tafel voor, and then the amount of people you have, which can be only you, 1, your partner or whatever, 2, someone else, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mag ik een tafel voor 9, big group. Then they may ask, heeft u gereserveerd, which means did you reserve a table, which then you can say ik heb niet gereserveerd, I did not, or ik heb wel, ik heb gereserveerd is yes. And then they may ask your name. Then they say what's your naam, naam, name, quite similar. Then you can say your name. And then once you sit down, you may ask, heeft u de menukaart? Do you have the menu? Quite convenient in a restaurant. Heeft u de menukaart? Then you are looking at the menu and it's time to order drinks and food, because that's basically what you're here to do at a restaurant. You want to eat, you want to drink. So then you can say voor mij graag. When the waiter comes to you and asks what do you want, wat wilt u? And then you can say voor mij, for me, quite similar, for me, voor mij, graag. And then if he asks drinks, drinken, you can say wijn, cola, coffee, spa blauw, spa rood. Spa blauw is maybe good to know. Spa blauw means water without bubbles, sparkles, sparkling water. And spa rood is sparkling water. So the difference is spa blauw is without bubbles, spa rood is with bubbles. So in case you are seeing this on the menu, make sure to see the difference. Blauw, bubbles, no bubbles, sorry. Blauw, no bubbles. Rood, bubbles, yes. So, voor mij graag rode wijn. Voor mij graag rode wijn. For me, red wine, please. And if you want to order food and you see a nice menu of the day, you can say, voor mij graag het menu van de dag. Het menu van de dag. Menu of the day, menu van de dag. Voor mij graag het menu van de dag. But to be honest, I've never ordered the menu of the day. I always look at the menu, and if you want to try to read the thing on the menu out loud, it may be a bit difficult. So if you're pointing at a menu, just you can easily say voor mij deze graag. Deze means this one, and voor mij is again for me, and graag is please. So you can point at the menu and say voor mij deze graag. For me, this one please. Voor mij deze graag. Graag may seem like a weird word, but it's just to make it more polite. You can also leave it out if your pronunciation may be a bit difficult. It's, after all, a sound. It's typical Dutch. But it adds a bit of politeness to the Dutch, so you can use it. Graag. Just have to, imagine you're swallowing something and it's stuck in your throat and you want to say graag. Graag. Voor mij deze, graag. And then if you're done, the waiter has taken your order, then you can say dat was alles. That's all. Quite convenient maybe. Dat was alles. Then the waiter may come back to your table after you've gotten the food and you say bedankt, which means thank you. I have another video on this subject, but he may come back and ask how the food tastes. I think maybe in America it's a bit more common than in this country, but it may happen. Then the waiter will ask, hoe smaakt het eten? Or is it lekker? Does it taste good? Hoe smaakt het eten? Literally, how does the food taste? And then you can say heel goed, positive, it's delicious, heel goed, very good. Muy bien in Spanish, heel goed. Or there can also be something wrong with the food, which in that case you need to say goed, always stay positive. It's good, but, goed, maar. I say it like goed, maar, the tone is also important. And then you can say te weinig zout, which means not enough salt, or too little salt actually. Well, basically you can add more salt if you want, but okay, if you want to say it, goed, maar te weinig zout. Weinig zout. Zout. It may be a bit difficult to say zout. I'm not sure. Te weinig zout. And Dutch people also say een beetje flauw, which means it needs more salt, basically. It's a Dutch expression and it's nice if you notice. And the way you pronounce it is een beetje flauw. Flauw. You have to make your mouth round and say flauw. Flauw. Een beetje flauw. And if you're eating steak, in Dutch it's biefstuk. For example, you ordered medium rare, or I'm not sure how this classification works, but if it's still too red, you can say, or too cold, you can say the biefstuk, the steak. De biefstuk is nog koud, or te rood, too red. Or you can say, if you really want to be negative, you can say the biefstuk is slecht, or is vies. But I would not recommend saying that because you don't want to end up in a fight, especially not in Amsterdam. So, de biefstuk is nog koud, or te rood. Then you've finished the food, the drinks, it was a great time, and now you would like to paying the bill. So if you want to ask for the check, for the bill, you may ask, mag ik de rekening alstublieft? Maybe a bit complicated, but mag ik, may I? Mag ik, may I have actually? De rekening, rekening, alstublieft. 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 We always pronounce it on the end. Mag ik de rekening alstublieft? Rekening. Or you can say, maybe easier, mag ik betalen? Betalen. Which means to pay. May I pay? Can I pay? Now, if you want to pay cash, you may ask, or you may say, ik wil graag contant betalen. Contant means with cash. Contant. You can also just say contant. A bit weird, but you can say that. Or if you want to pay by your card, you can say met pin. So you say, ik wil graag met pin betalen. Pin. To pin, it's also a verb, I think. Ik wil graag contant or met pin. If you have a credit card, make sure, actually at the start, it's maybe more convenient to ask, but you can ask, accepteert u credit card? Or, kan ik betalen met credit card? But accept, if you translate it quite literally, it's accept you credit card. Do you accept the credit card? So you can ask, accepteert u credit card? Accepteert u credit card? Do you accept my American Express or whatever? I don't want to call brands, but yeah. Then you paid, everything's fine, and if you feel like tipping the waiter, you can say hou het wisselgeld, which means keep the change, hou het wisselgeld. And you can, if you want the receipt, you can ask de bon alstublieft, which means the receipt please. De bon alstublieft. And then you walk away and you may say tot ziens. Tot ziens. So real quick again, mag ik de rekening alstublieft? Ik wil graag contant met pin betalen. Accepteert uw creditcard? Hou het wisselgeld. De bon alstublieft. Tot ziens. Well, thanks for watching. It was maybe a bit too quick. Make sure to watch it again if you really want to learn and really know everything. If you want to expand your knowledge, I made some lessons in the Dutch language where you also learn some introductions and how to say who you are and where you're from, etc. Make sure to click on the video above for the first lesson. And if you already know some Dutch and you are just here because you wanted to know how to speak at a restaurant, great. I've also made some complete Dutch videos, and I made 2 at the moment. They're down below. You can click on them and then you will learn how are you in Dutch and where are you from, but then completely in Dutch. So it's a good way to practice your Dutch. For now, thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, make sure to leave it down below. And I also wrote a blog for this video where you can read all the sentences, maybe print them out, bring them with you, try to pronounce them over and over again, and that way you'll be fine. Thank you, and see you next time.